When you make the decision to quit sugar for 30 days, you're embarking on a transformative journey that impacts every major system in your body. Sugar is ubiquitous in modern diets. It's in our breakfasts, drinks, snacks, even foods we don't expect. But what really happens inside you when you eliminate it for a month? Let's take a deep dive, week by week, to discover the science-backed changes, the challenges, and the surprising benefits that rippling through your body and mind when you decide to leave sugar behind. At least for 30 days. The first few days, the challenge begins. The first few days without sugar might be the hardest. Your brain and body are used to their regular hits of sweetness, sometimes more than you even realize. When you suddenly cut sugar out, the withdrawal can be surprisingly intense. You may find yourself craving not just cake and soda, but also bread, pasta sauces, and even salad dressings, hidden sources of sugar you never paid attention to before. Physiologically, your blood sugar levels start to stabilize during this initial phase. Normally, consuming sugar leads to a spike in blood glucose, which then crashes down again, leaving you feeling tired and craving more sugar. Without these repeated surges and drops, your energy might initially feel low, as your body is learning to operate on a more even keel. It's common to experience headaches, irritability, and persistent cravings. These are the symptoms of withdrawal. Your brain's reward system, used to doses of dopamine every time you eat sugar, is dialing down its expectations. During this phase, the best strategy is to stay hydrated, ensure you're getting enough protein and fiber, and push through the discomfort. After about 3 days, the neurons in your brain start firing less urgently for sugar, and the physical cravings begin to soften. Your taste buds, too, slowly become more sensitive to natural sweeteners, and foods like fruit begin to taste more intensely sweet. The end of week 1. Your body adjusts. By the end of the first week, your body is already adapting. You may notice your energy is becoming more consistent throughout the day. Without the roller coaster of sugar highs and lows, you begin to experience more stable moods and fewer hunger crashes. Your liver, which processes excess sugar by turning it into fat, begins to experience relief. When you regularly consume high amounts of sugar, especially fructose, the liver accumulates fat, leading to fatty liver disease and metabolic disruptions. But after a week with little to no sugar intake, the liver starts breaking down stored fat for energy, a process known as lipolysis. This can lead to the beginning of fat loss, particularly from the liver and around your organs. Your gut is also responding. Sugar feeds certain types of harmful bacteria and yeast in the digestive tract, promoting imbalance and inflammation. Without sugar, the population of these microbes diminishes, and beneficial bacteria begin to multiply. This can help to reduce bloating, gas, and other digestive discomforts. Your sense of taste also continues to evolve. Sweetness, when you do encounter it, feels more intense. You might also start enjoying the complex flavors in healthier foods that were previously masked by the omnipresence of sugar. Week 2. Deeper changes in energy and mood. With 2 weeks under your belt, the changes become more pronounced. If you suffered intense cravings at first, they likely have dulled to a whisper. Your appetite stabilizes. You may notice you're satisfied with smaller portions and that cravings for junk food are almost gone. This is where your energy level and mental clarity can take a leap. When you eat sugar, your blood sugar spikes, followed by a crash in energy, often leading to the afternoon slump. But after a couple of sugar-free weeks, that crash is often a thing of the past. Your body grows more efficient at burning stored fat for fuel, leading to steadier energy throughout the day. Unexpectedly, many people find they wake up feeling more refreshed and sleep more soundly. Your skin can also start to show improvement by the second week. Sugar is a known contributor to inflammation and can worsen skin conditions like acne, eczema, and rosacea. As inflammation decreases, your skin may start to clear, brighten, and feel less oily or irritated. Collagen breakdown slows, which means your skin retains its elasticity and resilience better over time. Hormonal regulation becomes apparent as well. With less insulin demand because there's less sugar to process, the body's insulin sensitivity improves. This translates to a reduction in risk factors for type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, and other metabolic disorders. The immune system, too, quietly benefits. High sugar intake suppresses the activity of white blood cells, weakening your ability to fight off viruses and bacteria. After 2 weeks without excess sugar, your immune response begins recovering its strength, making you a bit more resilient against common illnesses. Week 3. Weight loss, brain power, and digestive health. As the third week dawns, your body has dropped its reliance on sugar as a quick energy source and is increasingly burning fat as fuel. If you're looking to lose weight, this is often the point at which you might notice your clothes fitting more loosely and the number on the scale gently descending. Water retention is also reduced. High sugar diets lead to higher insulin levels, which encourage your kidneys to hold on to sodium. Eliminate sugar, insulin falls, and your kidneys excrete more sodium, causing excess fluid to be shed, leading to a slimmer, less puffy appearance. Your digestive tract, meanwhile, is now home to a healthier ecosystem of microbes. Without sugar-feeding yeast and harmful bacteria dominating your system, beneficial strains like lactobacillus and bifidobacteria are free to proliferate. This results in fewer digestive upsets and improved absorption of nutrients. Your gut lining can begin to heal from any sugar-induced inflammation, which indirectly supports healthy immune function and even sharper brain performance. Speaking of the brain, cognitive function is another beneficiary of quitting sugar. After 3 weeks, many people report sharper concentration, improved memory, and faster recall. The brain is less prone to fogginess and distractions because there are fewer wild swings in blood glucose. Studies show that high sugar diets are linked to an increased risk of depression and anxiety, likely due to the impact on neurotransmitter levels and brain inflammation. Without sugar continually disrupting these pathways, your mood may become more stable, and anxiety may decrease. The brain's reward circuits, which sugar had hijacked, learn to seek out more sustainable and rewarding stimuli, such as progress at work, exercise, or meaningful conversation. The result is a truer sense of satisfaction and pleasure rather than the artificial highs and lows of a sugar rush. Week 4. Long-term health gains. By the end of the 4th week, quitting sugar has become less of a daily challenge and more of a new normal. Many report that cravings have vanished altogether, and natural foods taste incredibly rich and satisfying. On the cellular level, consistently lower insulin levels mean the risk of chronic diseases, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, and some cancers keeps dropping. Your circulatory system appreciates this change as well. Lower blood pressure and healthier cholesterol levels often follow a dramatic reduction in sugar intake, especially if you have a history of high triglycerides or metabolic syndrome. Inflammation throughout your body is substantially reduced. Chronic inflammation is at the heart of nearly every major disease, from arthritis and heart disease to certain autoimmune disorders. By eliminating sugar, you're giving your body a chance to heal and manage these underlying issues. Your skin has likely improved noticeably by now, glowing, less prone to breakouts, and even starting to show a younger, smoother texture. Collagen stores are no longer being degraded by the pro-inflammatory impact of sugar. Your skin's scaffold remains intact, slowing the visible aging process. Sleep becomes more restorative as well. Sugar, particularly when consumed later in the day, can interfere with the natural release of melatonin and other sleep hormones. With less sugar in your system, circadian rhythms become more stable, letting you fall asleep faster and stay asleep through the night. The mental changes are profound. Your ability to focus, handle stress, and resist cravings for unhealthy foods all benefit. The longer you maintain lower sugar consumption, the more resilient your willpower becomes, supporting other healthy lifestyle habits. People often note new confidence in their choices, knowing they've conquered a difficult addiction. Hidden benefits, beyond the obvious. Quitting sugar for 30 days is about much more than weight loss or clearer skin. It's a total upgrade for your body and mind. Here are some lesser-known benefits you may notice. Joint pain can be reduced. Sugar exacerbates the inflammatory process, particularly in joints. When you remove it, sources of nagging aches and stiffness frequently decrease. You may notice a more balanced appetite. Sugar disrupts the action of hunger hormones, particularly ghrelin and leptin, making it harder to feel full. Without sugar, these hormones stabilize, and your body recognizes real hunger more clearly. Less frequent headaches or migraines. Sugar, especially when consumed in the form of artificial sweeteners or heavily processed foods, can trigger headaches in susceptible individuals. Eliminating these triggers lets sufferers enjoy more pain-free days. Oral health also significantly improves. Sugar feeds bacteria that produce acid in your mouth, weakening tooth enamel and contributing to cavities and gum disease. A sugar-free month leads to stronger teeth, fresher breath, and a cleaner feeling in your mouth. Increased sense of taste and smell. With taste buds no longer blunted by constant doses of sugar, your senses become sharper, and the enjoyment of food is heightened. A sustainable path forward. Completing 30 days without sugar is both a physical transformation and a psychological revelation. Many are surprised to find that after the period is over, they don't want to go back. Sweets become optional, not obligatory. Cravings no longer control you. The power dynamic has shifted. You'll start to realize that sugar doesn't just come from obvious culprits like candy or soda. It's secretly hidden in countless foods you thought were healthy. Things you eat daily, like fruit-flavored yogurt, bottled juice, breakfast cereals, ketchup, salad dressings, and even whole wheat bread, can contain 2 to 5 teaspoons of sugar per serving if you don't check the label. After 30 days of quitting sugar, your taste buds become more sensitive, and you can immediately detect artificial sweetness in processed foods. Reading ingredient lists, checking nutrition labels, and recognizing sugar's many aliases like maltodextrin, glucose syrup, fructose, cane juice becomes second nature. You no longer eat on autopilot. You eat with intention. From there, you'll discover the true freedom of choosing sweetness as a conscious experience, not a compulsive reflex. When you take a bite of cake after 30 sugar-free days, you'll notice how intensely sweet it is, how rich the flavor becomes, but also how easily it becomes too much. A small piece will satisfy you where you might have eaten the whole slice before. In fact, you may even find that many of the sweets you used to love no longer appeal to you. Your brain and palate have reset, and now prefer the natural sweetness of fruits, nuts, or whole ingredients. But if you continue to consume excess sugar, whether it's real or artificial, the health consequences go far beyond weight gain or cavities. Science has shown that constant sugar intake erodes your body from the inside out. Not only does your liver work overtime, but your immune system is weakened. Sugar increases cortisol, the stress hormone, leading to sleep disturbances, anxiety, and irritability. It accelerates cellular aging, contributes to wrinkles, brain fog, and increases your risk of neurodegeneration. So after completing 30 days without sugar, many people no longer see it as a challenge, but a turning point, a wake-up call that empowers them to reclaim control over their health and life. It's no longer about dieting, but about choosing a mindful lifestyle. You're not forbidding yourself from eating sugar. You simply no longer need it. Once you feel the difference in your energy, clarity, skin, and mood, you'll never want to trade that away just to satisfy a fleeting craving. Obesity, metabolic syndrome, and type 2 diabetes. Consuming sugar regularly forces your body to produce excess insulin to manage the glucose load. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, a pre-diabetic state, and eventually full-blown type 2 diabetes. It also disrupts blood lipids and increases visceral fat, raising heart attack risk. Fatty liver and elevated triglycerides. Fructose, common in sugary drinks and processed snacks, is metabolized in the liver. When consumed in excess, the liver can't keep up and fat begins to accumulate, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a silent epidemic worldwide. Chronic inflammation and autoimmune risk. Sugar triggers low-grade systemic inflammation at the cellular level. This sets the stage for autoimmune conditions like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and even cancer. Reducing sugar allows your body's natural healing processes to take place. Heart disease and high blood pressure. A high-sugar diet increases blood pressure, raises bad cholesterol, LDL, and lowers good cholesterol, HDL. Combined, these factors accelerate plaque buildup in arteries and raise the risk of heart attacks, even in younger adults. Cognitive decline, depression, and anxiety. High blood sugar impairs the hippocampus, the brain's center for learning and memory. Sugar also disrupts the gut-brain axis, causing imbalances in serotonin and dopamine, which leads to mood swings, fatigue, and a foggy mind. Acne, premature skin aging, and dental disease. Sugar speeds up glycation, the process where sugar binds to proteins in your body, damaging collagen and causing wrinkles. It also feeds harmful bacteria in your mouth, causing cavities, gum disease, and bad breath. Sleep disturbances and hormonal imbalance. Consuming sugar before bedtime spikes insulin and cortisol, fragmenting your sleep. It also disrupts sex hormones, leading to menstrual issues in women and lowered testosterone in men. Modern diets have made us nearly addicted to sugar, often without our knowledge. Sugar isn't just everywhere. It's designed to trigger dopamine release in the brain, like caffeine or nicotine. After 30 days without it, not only does your taste recalibrate, your relationship with food transforms. You begin to appreciate the natural sweetness in real foods. Carrots taste subtly sweet. Fruits become indulgent and refreshing, more satisfying than artificial desserts. Eating returns to its simplest, most nourishing form. Final reflections, the power of 30 days. The 30-day journey of quitting sugar is more than a test of willpower. It's a total reset. You're not just cleaning up your diet, you're cleansing your mind. You're not just losing weight, you're shedding invisible burdens, fatigue, fog, impulsive cravings, and emotional swings. Your liver rests. Your gut heals. Your skin glows. Your thoughts sharpen. And perhaps most importantly, you unlock a new doorway to long-term health and vitality. Most importantly, you discover that you are capable of true self-mastery, not through restriction, but through awareness, by truly listening to what your body wants, needs, and deserves. What used to be a quick comfort fix with long-term consequences is no longer essential. You've rewritten your story, from dependency to control, from passive habits to active choices, from burnout to strength. So when someone asks, what happens to your body when you quit sugar for 30 days? The answer is simple, yet profound. You meet your best self, healthier, brighter, and gloriously free from sugar's invisible grip, one day at a time.